Wizards Nation, I have contracted abdominal pain and a sore throat by watching this defense last night. I'm blaming this Wizards defense. I didn't have a sore throat before the game started. Now I have a sore throat. I'm blaming Coach Keefe. This defense has bacteria written all over it. Us Wizards fans, we need to take precautionary measures when watching this team. Wear a mask. Wear a hazmat suit. Wear a mask in your hazmat suit. Don't be like me.
CJ and Trey both talked about the focus on defense today. How much and why was it important for you to start day one with that as the focus as opposed to anything else?
It's something we want to establish, you know. We just wanted to set the tone for how we want to play on that end, get some of that stuff in, and I thought it was a good competitive practice.
So through 6 games, y'all, we currently have the 27th worst defensive team rating. We gave up 75 points to the Magic in the first half, and the Magic had 40 points in the paint in the first half and finished with 62, a season high for them. We are currently ranked the worst in the entire league, 30th in league points allowed, giving up 128.3 points per game. Oh, and lastly, only 2 teams have allowed 770 plus points in the first 6 games of their season since 1990. The 2023 Wizards and the 2025 Wizards. What defense? When we go to games now this year, you know, people, I'm probably going to go to the Wizards game this year. I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean? We should chant this. Fence. 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 Because there's no D in the DMV. I don't know, dude. I'm not gonna try to like scream and shit because you know we know what it is, but just abysmal defensive performance throughout the first 6 games of the season for us, and I figured I should point it out. So you know, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. Before I continue on with this video, yes, I'm sick, so I'm sorry if my voice is a little raspy. I got a sore throat. I took a fistful of Advil and Gatorade, so we'll see where that takes me. Yeah, this channel is sponsored by Gatorade. This channel's blowing up. Fuck. Anyways, I do want to state that I'm not. You see, like, I wouldn't say I'm mad. You know what I mean? We know what it is. We're tanking this season. Coach Keefe is a tank commander, so I'm not gonna get super ultra upset over a losing season that was expected. You know what I mean? But I will admit this, though. What I can't stand is abysmal effort. Against the Magic, nobody tried on defense. After the first quarter, even then, during the first, it was just cooked. Second quarter was horrible. Third, fourth, fuck it. What I will not stand for is that type of effort. Lackadaisical. You see, I understand getting diffed. You know what I mean? For the older, you know, gentlemen or gentlewomen in the crowd, getting diffed is not like a sexual term. You know, getting diffed, it's a video game term. It's like basically stating, you know, somebody who's better than you in all facets of the word, better than you emotionally, physically, somebody who was just placed on this earth to produce more than you. You know, just getting diffed. So I understand getting diffed, you know, but no effort, I'm not accepting that. Even in a losing season, I'm not accepting that.
Defensively, I liked how we got after it. I mean, the whole day was defense. We didn't do nothing else. I shot the ball twice in practice yesterday. So, I mean, it's what we need. It's what we pride ourselves on. So, and nobody got problems with it.
Fam, you pride yourself in this shit? I don't want to call out Bub only on his defense. It's been, honestly, in the majority of the team. It's not just Bub. It's not just Bub, even though Bub's having a down year so far. I'm trying to defend Bub, but I can't. You know, it's hard to defend him. You know, I still think it's transition. Whatever. Baltimore salute. I'm putting crabs in my soup tonight.
Bub said that yesterday he only took 2 shots at practice because it was such a defensive-focused practice.
Yeah.
Have you ever been a part of a practice that was that defensive-focused, especially this early in training camp?
Yeah, I mean, I think these guys have it easy. I mean, I remember practices where we an hour and a half, 2 hours with no basketball. So the fact that he got in at least 2 shots on the defensive practice, I think is great. He should be happy about that.
Uh-huh. So the Unk says that those Mickey Mouse defensive sessions weren't shit. Yeah, I don't know. I saw that and I was just like, maybe he's just being an Unk. You know what I mean? But I figured I should put that in there. But damn, But with that in mind, I kind of want to show you guys more stats as to where we currently stand defensively. I mean, what I showed you early on in the video, that's all you need to hear. But, let me just show you something. This is the defensive charts for this season for every single team. We are all the way in the bottom. This is us right here. If you don't believe me, Washington Wizards. Boom. All of these are defensive rankings from team rankings, points allowed, rebounds, defensive rebounds, offensive rebounds, assists, turnovers, steals, based on defense. Look at us. Red, green. Green and blacks due to Alex Sarr. But look at this. It's just red everywhere, dude. What is this, a forest fire? It's just trash. Bro, it's pink too. Red, pink. Bro, we're celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month without rankings. I don't know, man. Like we got the, like I said, worst in points allowed with 128.3 in the entire league. Worst also in rebounds allowed. Worst in offensive rebounds. 3-point percentages, in the middle, but 3 points made. I don't know, man. This is just, and I want to talk about Coach Keefe a little bit because, again, obviously he's not going to be here past possibly this year. He's a tank commander, so I'm not going to get mad at him per se because he's not my coach of the future. What I will get upset about, though, is this is, in my opinion, a crucial year regarding our rebuilding assessment or overall evaluation of this team. And you're rolling out shitty lineups that will harm us in the future. I'm sorry. I said this in the stream the other day. He rolled out a lineup of CJ, Middleton, Corey Kispert, Whitmore, and Bags. All of those 5 dudes have no defensive repertoire. They don't have the letter D in their first name or in their name. Corey Kispert, Middleton. Okay, he got D. But Middleton is a former champ. He's the OG. So you know what I mean? Why are you doing that? Why are you self-sabotaging? You're sabotaging us. Even with that lineup, you have one guy who's going to be with us possibly in the future with Ken Whitmore. Everybody else, all those dudes, will not even possibly be with us next year. Play the Young Bucks. We were getting blown out in the third quarter. Play Will Riley. Mo, if we need defense so bad, put in Jameer Watkins. Call him up. I'm just saying. So, yeah, man, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, defense, Wizards and defense has never been never gotten along. How vinegar doesn't dissolve in water or I don't know what the fuck I say. But, it's just we got dudes in our roster now who have a defensive identity or that's going to be a defensive menace, in my opinion. We got, Bilal Coulibaly, Keyshawn George, who's already on that level, Alex Sarr. Fuck it, I'm throwing in Justin Champagnie because I firmly believe that the next coach who gets us or we hire is going to see Champagnie and be like, what the hell? How come he wasn't playing? I'm throwing in Champagnie in there, dude. Fuck it. Get Brandon Haywood on the court. He's back in the DMV apparently. Get Haywood on the court. You know what I mean? Get Eton Thomas on the opposing team. You see Haywood's going to be playing defense out the ass. I don't know, man. Also, another thing I want to know is that if you're going to play these veterans, then hold them accountable too if they're not playing up to par defense. Middleton, God bless his soul. He's trying his best out there. McCollum, 34 years old. Corey Kispert. Corey Kispert.
We're teaching our defense to be more aggressive. We're teaching our defense to be more physical. And it starts at the point of attack. And so if we can nail that down and kind of ingrain that into our minds, usually turnovers just kind of tick up as a result of just being more aggressive and being in the right spot.
Bro, why are you lying to us? See, I'm not trying to single him out either. I think it's a whole team effort right now with the coach leading the way. But, bro, why are you lying? Bro, when the opposing team sees Corey getting ready to check in, they all yell, Corey in the house. If you know, you know. Because he's barbecue chicken right now. He's barbecue. And you know what? And I'm saying this, bro. I'm more than barbecue. I'm Peruvian chicken. You know what I mean? See, I can't guard anyone. I'm gonna be straightforward. It's like if I'm gonna make fun of somebody's defense, I better be going. I ain't shit with my 4'2" wingspan. So you know, but like still, holy hell! I thought about this today. When I thought about this at 4 a.m. when I woke up with a sore throat. I was just like, if Corey Kispert is, you know, not just him but everybody, you know, why don't you put in Anthony Gill, a guy who's gonna, at least we know he's gonna try his best on defense. Why don't we put him in the rotation over somebody like Corey Kispert? If you know what I mean, if you want to send a message. Also, I thought about this too. I was like, did we make a mistake by letting Marcus Smart go? Maybe we should have tried to, you know, keep Marcus Smart and let go of CJ Middleton. You know what I mean? Like, it's stuff like that I was thinking about. So like, because this is a crucial year. Even though we're going to be bad, I believe that. You have to install this defensive identity and principles on this team because they're all young. They have to grow with this mindset. And for once, we actually got dogs on this team who are going to be defensive menaces. I'm already certain that Bilal, Key, Saw are going to be that. We'll see what Jameer Watkins, Champagne, you know, we got dudes. Maybe in next year's draft, maybe AJ DeBonta. Looks like he's going to be a defensive stud. Who cares? You know, so we got the players. Now it's time to solidify this mindset. That's all. So, in summary, I don't mind getting diffed. You know, we know what diff means now. We got diffed by the Thunder. They're just a better team overall, better, just cohesive, everything. But if you produce this type of effort, abysmal effort, especially on defense, we got to call you out. I love my Wizards. This team has a bright future ahead of them. I'm still very bullish on this team. But man, through 6 games, defense is not looking good, man. But, you know, I think it's going to change. Well, hopefully. I don't know. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Till next video. Peace, y'all. Why can't we just have a good defensive team in the DMV? You know what I mean? Like, if you think about it, Commanders' defense sucks ass this year. Joe Wade Jr. Does DC United have a good defense? I can't. Yeah. The Capitals. The Capitals must have a good defense. The Capitals will never let us down. I'm going with the Caps, dude. If it wasn't for the freaking Caps, where would we be?